Hello, is this Hulda?
It is. Is it
Hey,
Billy?
yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to talk with you because the swing that you guys have, just the Texas swing and the fiddles and all that stuff. The Quebe sisters, March 23rd, they're going to be at Dell Webb Center in Wickenburg. And so you're the youngest of the Quebe sisters, correct?
I am, yes.
Okay, so for people that don't know, talk about where you're from and how you and your sisters got into music and playing and all that good stuff.
Well, we are based out of Dallas, Texas, and we've always been from the North Texas area. And, growing up, my sisters and I first heard fiddling at a fiddle contest in Denton, Texas. And just, thought it was really cool and wanted to try it. And our mom encouraged us to look into it. She always liked the violin as an instrument. And so we started taking some lessons, and then we got into competing in contests. That was kind of the catalyst for us. And so we did that for quite a few years growing up. And then I think with the three of us being siblings and all being in the same house and working on music and everything, and we would all take lessons too kind of at the same time and sit in one room with our teacher. And so we kind of got started playing arrangements. And after that, we thought, well, hey, we got to go play these somewhere. So it kind of morphed into a band.
Well, so how do you come up with like the vocal and the fiddle harmonies with your sisters? Is there a process that you go through?
There is. It's an ever-changing process.
Yeah.
But actually, currently right now, we're working on arrangements and music for a new album. So we're kind of in the throes of working on things. But it's kind of a democratic process. We get together with our bandmates, and we bring songs and ideas to the table, and we kind of all talk about it and sketch out kind of a vision, and of course do the nuts and bolts things like pick a key and learn the words and make sure we have all the right chords and stuff. But, and then we just, each one of us kind of brings different ideas to the table, and, whichever one everyone likes. And usually we always agree on them. Occasionally we don't.
Now, we're talking to Hulda Quebe, Quebe sisters, March 23rd. They're going to be at the Dell Webb Center in Wickenburg. Now, you were talking about working on a new album. Do we have a date for that new album, or you're in the recording process with that?
We're still in the arrangement concept process. We have kind of an idea of when we'll record it, hopefully this summer. And, of course, we'll have more details and things on our website. But, yeah, we're really excited about it. But I have to say,
go ahead, yes.
I'm super excited about coming to Wickenburg. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, it's Wickenburg. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Awesome.
what do you like to do? Have you been to Phoenix before?
We have. In the past couple of years, we started to come out to Arizona a lot more. And we've played the MIM over in Phoenix,
yeah.
And love that place.
That's cool.
But we've actually never been to Wickenburg, but we were just over in Apache Junction a couple months ago,
Yeah.
and really enjoyed that. I have to say, I get why people move to Arizona to retire and live there. It's just, I love it so much.
Isn't it beautiful? It's just,
It is.
and you have to see that the best thing about, there's so many great things about the state, but the sunsets are amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
I
sunset,
cannot wait.
which you probably, maybe you've seen that when you were at Apache Junction a while back. But yeah, the sunsets are great. What do you like to do when you come to Phoenix? Is there something that, like when you were at AJ a little bit ago, Apache Junction, did you guys hang out? Did you do some fun stuff, or it was just all work?
We when we were in Apache Junction, it's a little bit different for us. We don't usually do this, but we were playing kind of a residency gig. We were at a restaurant dinner show kind of thing. We played two shows a night, so we had all day to ourselves, and we actually had an Airbnb house that we stayed at instead of a hotel, which is very unusual. We're usually in, a different hotel every night.
Right.
So it was really refreshing, and we got to do some hiking, and we mostly just stayed at our house and practiced and worked on music and just looked at the beautiful countryside and thought, wow, I wish we could stay here longer.
Awesome. That's cool. So you got to do some hiking. So now you and your sisters, you can't get along all the time. Like, is there something that bugs you about your sisters? What drives you girls crazy about each other?
When we were younger, I think we fought a lot more, being all, living together in one house and all. But, We've really grown. I think that's one cool thing about what we've gotten to do is that it's just we've always worked together, and it's forced us to have to work out our differences and also learn that honestly our differences is what if we were all the same, it would be kind of boring and we wouldn't probably have as many good ideas.
Right.
So we've learned how to channel that into good, and our bandmates, of course, they laugh at us because we're total siblings and we pick on each other and make fun of each other, but we really do have a good time. We enjoy touring together, and we've got a great team of people that we work with, so we feel really blessed to get to do what we do. But I mean, of course, we get in our arguments as well, but it's usually over stupid things like, I don't want to wear those shoes tonight. Why are you wearing those shoes?
We're talking to Hulda Quebe, Quebe Sisters, March 23rd, Dell Webb Center in Wickenburg. Now, I heard that one of your favorite moments was playing the Grand Ole Opry. I think it was at age 13. Can you talk about that experience and who you met? And then it was Vince Gill or something. Can you talk about that experience?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, Ricky Skaggs was so nice and brought us out to the Opry. And I was 13 years old at the time and never been to Nashville. That drive from Texas to Nashville seemed to last forever. And looking back on it, I laugh because we do it all the time now.
Yeah.
But 12 hours is nothing in the van anymore. But it was cool because that was back. I think I was 2003, and a lot of the older generation of artists were still alive and still, playing great and singing great. And so I remember walking on stage and I saw Jack Green, which very few people my age know who he is. But at the time, I was your weird, nerdy kid, and I loved Jack Green. And I remember seeing him, and I literally started crying. I was overwhelmed at getting to see someone that I had been listening to, well, my whole childhood. But, I also met Vince Gill. I'm sure he would not remember this story, but back in the day, I used to have pigtails, and I had my hair braided. It was really long. And he gave me a nickname that night, and every time he would see me, he'd point at me, and he'd go, Nellie Wilson, instead of, Willie Nelson, because, Willie and the braids.
Yeah.
I just thought that was the coolest thing. I was like, he gave me a nickname. This is so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
But he's a nice guy.
Well, so you're going to be at the Dell Webb Center. What can we expect from your show? We've never seen you before. What can we expect at your show?
Yeah. Well, our show is about as unique as it comes. I don't think there's any other band out there that does what we do with the instrumentation that we have. We've got triple fiddles, 3 different fiddle players, me and my sisters, and then we have stand-up bass, and we have archtop guitar, and then we have 3-part harmony vocals. And we do a lot of harmony. We do a lot of different styles of music. We play everything from Texas-style fiddling, which is what we grew up doing, and Western swing, to jazz and, traditional country. And we'll throw a bluegrass tune in there, even though we're not a bluegrass band, but we do love it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of vocals and harmonies, and just a lot. We do a lot of arrangements. That's kind of something that we really focus on in our band. So, and then we just have a lot of fun. We goof off and poke fun at each other and talk about the music, and just try to have a really good time, and hope folks do too.
That's awesome. Well, what's the website, and we can find out more about your CDs and all the stuff that you have?
Well, our website is quabesisters.com, and our last name, Quebe, it's a weird one. It's pronounced Quebe like maybe, but it is spelled Quebe. And you can get tickets to the show on our website, and there'll also be a link to the Dell Webb website as well on there, so folks can get tickets. And we're really looking forward to it. Like I said, we love Arizona, and every new city that I get to go to and spend some time in, we've always just really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Quebe Sisters, March 23rd, going to be at the Dell Webb Center in Wickenburg. Hulda, it was so awesome to talk to you, and enjoy meeting you, and looking forward to seeing you March 23rd.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.